The show's about to start. Are you ready? Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, Jeff Trunapole, the Iceman. And as always, I'm bringing you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of Houday Nation. Now, do me a favor, if you found the show, hit that like and subscribe button, smash that thumbs up. I'm up to 1,050-something subscribers. That is awesome. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Now, this show and every show is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out their website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. All right, guys, got a very special show today. We got lots of guests, and the first one is Jimmy. What's going on live from the draft, baby?
Houday Ice. Hey, got James here.
What's up, James?
Bengal fans. Hey. Awful day, Cleveland yesterday. Weather was awful. Why in the hell they would have a draft up there? I don't know, but we got our guy Jabbar, buddy. We did it. We got our guy.
Yeah, we did. And we're gonna get offensive lineman today in the second round, I think.
Yep. Hey, we're sitting pretty too at 2.
Yeah.
Sitting pretty at 2.
I think you got the best seat in the house there, man. I saw you on TV a couple of times last night.
Hey man, you want me to walk you around, Jeff?
Yeah. Give me a tour of the place if you can.
All right. So hold on. Let me see if I flip my camera. Sorry, I'm doing this with my phone.
Yeah, you're all right.
Shit, I can't find how to flip my camera. My bad. I'll just do it here. Hold on. So hold on. I'll walk to the stage. So there's the stage right here behind me.
Right.
If I go any further, security's going to grab me. You'll see it live on your show.
We don't want that.
No. And then, so basically, every team has representatives, 12 representatives from each team is here. This is what they call the inner circle.
Right.
Stage, we got a big giant hangar, kind of you can see it above us here.
Right.
Set up, which was very nice last night because the weather was just awful.
Right.
A bunch of good people up here. A ton of folks from Cincinnati up here. But I'll turn around here in a minute and show you. So they got an inner circle that's behind the stage, inner circle, the outer circle right here.
Right.
And then they've got behind us just general, anybody can get out there and watch it. So a much nicer day up here in the city up north than it was yesterday, buddy. That's for sure.
It looks like it. Now I was texting you last night saying I'm gonna be jealous if you get picked to be the one to sit in the chair, but it looked like Houday Baby is the one that got to sit in the chair last night.
Hey, when you got that hat, man, you're sticking out, man.
Right, exactly, man.
Sean is such a good man, a good dude. I was happy for him, man. That's good stuff.
Yeah, that's cool. You got a couple pictures of the commissioner too. I saw you posted on your Facebook page.
So I got him real quick. Told me he needed to put Anderson in the Hall of Fame. I didn't have time to talk about that.
There you go. That's what you got to do to try to get the names out there. There we go. I can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Your sound went away for a little bit.
Yeah,
but
somebody tried. I'm getting phone calls too, man. I think that kind of messed it up.
You're a busy guy. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you jumping on, give us a live view of the inner circle. Hopefully one of these days I'll get a chance to be up there with you and be in there. That'd be cool. But, dude, I think it's going to be an absolute blast this year watching Chase and Joe. It's going to be so much fun.
Hey, a lot of options here in round 2 for us. We can satisfy everybody. We can protect Joe and give Joe a weapon. It's going to happen tonight.
We're going to be good to go. All right, Jimmy, you stay safe out there. Yep. Who day, brother?
See you, buddy.
Yeah. All right, that's cool. Hey, you can't get any better than that. You got a live look at the inner circle that, things that we don't usually get to see. So we'll see. I got Malik Wright joining the show later on, and Blake Jewell are both supposed to jump on here in a couple minutes, just making sure that everything is still good. And everybody, nobody's messaging me saying they can't get on, so that's good. So anyway, how'd you guys feel about the draft? I mean, right now I'm stoked. I've been saying Team Chase all day, every day, and especially since of all the offensive linemen that are left. I mean, there's a ton. Let me get to this is what Blake posted last night, and I shared it. And let's see here, it's up here. Where'd it go? This is the list right there. Look at all these guys. I mean, if we get any of the first 3, we're good. we're more than good, I mean, so and they might double down. There's so many on there. They might get another offensive lineman in the 3rd round. You never know. Or there's talk that they could trade back. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that can happen. We will see what happens, and I'm ecstatic. I was so happy they stuck to their guns and they drafted Chase. And Chase, dude, if you've seen any interviews with him, he's a good guy. He's a very, very good young man. And the Bengals put out a video, which actually almost made me tear up. It was a video of his dad talking, it was pre-recorded, and Chase had the headphones on and got to listen to it. And his dad talking about, their journey, and it sounded like his dad pushed him pretty hard to get where he is, and it's worked. And then his mom wrote a letter on there, so it was cool. All right. Oh, you ordered the jersey before work. There you go. That's what I need. That's the next jersey I'm getting. I'm getting Chase 1. I want to get the black one because I already got the orange Burrow jersey. Dickerson. Hey, I'm good with that. Like I said, I mean, I would rather Telvin Jenkins. That's who I'd like to get. I don't know if he's going to be there by the time we pick, but I mean, people had him as a 1st-round grade. So missing, yeah. There's another one you could. I mean, the thing is, though, he could drop to the 3rd round, and we could get him. So I mean, there's so many options, like Jim just said. There's so many options for what the Bengals can do tonight, and I'll put my hand up. I was shocked that Leatherwood went as high as he did, because you guys watch my show, I was all about getting Leatherwood, and I was shocked he went as high as he did. I was kind of like, I don't know if he's going to make it there or not, but I think it's a reach, honestly, for Oakland. But I mean, I like Leatherwood, so I hope it works out for him. Tony, with the O-line talent double dip tonight. That's, dude, we're right here. We're on the same wavelength. That's what I'm thinking. You get O-line 2nd round, you get O-line 3rd round, and then you just draft the best player available from there on. And hopefully, I want to get a kicker. I mean, I keep saying that. People kind of laugh, but we need to get a kicker. I want the kid from Florida. That would be nice. Now, he's not going to be till day 3, but we'll see. Yeah, interior. Yep, Dickerson's good. Yep, both those. Dickerson, Creed. Yep. Because the thing is, if we get Jenkins, this is what I want. The reason I want Jenkins, which I don't know if he's going to be there, you can put him in at guard, and then next year, if they don't re-sign Reef, you can kick him out tackle. Or if he plays so good at tackle, you can kick Reef in the guard. Reef has said he played guard. So again, see, my thing with this is, if we can get Jenkins and he can play tackle, I'd almost rather put Reef at guard. If Jenkins plays good enough at tackle, I'd almost rather put Reef at guard. That way you don't have to move 2 different people. Like the next year you wouldn't have to move Jenkins from guard to tackle. He'd already be there, and you just got to replace Reef at guard with hopefully the person we get in the 2nd round, or the 3rd round. Kind of what I'm thinking, but either way, it's gonna be awesome. So don't be shocked if we get 2 defensive ends. I wouldn't be. I mean, I'll put it to you right now. I would not be shocked because last year I was hoping they would have got more offensive linemen, and they did. But we'll see. And then Jen says there might be a big surprise tonight. You never know. I hope not. I mean, if it's a big surprise, I hope it's a good surprise. Sometimes in drafts, it's big surprises. It's David Klingler, and you're going, what? Why did we draft him? All right, let's see here. Josh, what about round 2? It depends on if Jenkins is there or Crosby. I always say his name wrong. One of those 2 are there. Those are my top 2 for me anyway. But again, I would say I am no draft expert at all. Jenkins goes early in the second. That's what I'm afraid of. Yeah, I will be surprised if he's there when the Bengals pick. I will be surprised. Well, I'm surprised he's still there now, to be honest. David, all right, I want to double dip O-line, but there's a slew of guys who should have gone in round 1 who will be there tomorrow. Biltmore is just one. Yeah, exactly. Well, the thing is, tomorrow they're doing round 2 and 3 tonight. So if you guys stay up late, you can watch and find out who the 3rd round pick is. Tony, we're in such a great position now with Chase on board and the talent falling to us tonight. If you're a Bengals fan, you have to be thrilled. Who they? Exactly. That's what I kept telling everybody. I'm like, this narrative that if we don't draft Sewell, that Joe Burrow is going to die is wrong. I mean, I kept telling people that because the thing is, what we have now, and I kept saying what we potentially would have if we drafted Chase. We got Chase. We can go 3 wide. We can spread them out, and we can destroy them. I mean, and people go, well, what happens in 3 years? Who cares what happens in 3 years? In 3 years, hopefully we win a Super Bowl, with these guys. I mean, the salary cap's going to go up. They're going to have money to sign, I think, Higgins and Chase. Boyd, maybe. We'll see. But either way, to me, that's such – I know it's broader thinking. You have to think that. But that's not a reason to not draft Chase. And that was some of the arguments I heard. Like, that's not a reason to not draft him. So, anyway, all right, let's see here. Sam, what do you got? I hope Jenkins, but either will benefit us. Yeah. If we get Cosme, I think that'll be awesome. I really do. Now, my guest has shown up, so we got to do a proper introduction here. Actually, both of them did. I'm going to hit them both at the same time. All right, we have none other than welcome to the show, Malik.
What's going on, my man? How are you?
Good, man. How are you? You look like you're in a cave, man.
Yeah, I know, man. It's let me turn the lights on in here.
All right, go for it. I'm gonna get Blake in here while you're doing that. So
sounds good.
Blake, what's going on, man? Welcome to the show. Blake, your mic is muted. There you go. Hey, that's all right. What's going on? How are you?
All right. How are you guys?
Good. Malik is fixing his lights so we can see him a little bit. See his pretty face. There you go.
Is that better?
That's much better.
What's up, Blake? What's going on?
Not a whole lot, man.
So, round 1 is over. How do you guys feel about it?
More so just ready for the next round. Knew for a while. I know there was like a lot of suspense there. A lot of people thought we were going to go Chase. I'm going to go Penei Sewell or another prospect, and it was kind of it was becoming tiresome at a point to keep talking about, telling people, guys, trust me, 100%, we're drafting Jamar Chase. Trust me.
I was quoting you a lot. I said, look, my boy Malik Wright is at you're at 98%, then you're at 99%. I was like, they're drafting Chase. I said, if he's there, they're drafting him, because people are like, well, what about Pitts? I'm like, I don't think they're drafting him. I don't think they're considering him. Again, I kept quoting what you were saying.
Right. And I mean, you get so many crazy people, right, in your DMs. I got people in my DMs like, hey, man, I'm friends with Penei Sewell's family. And, the pick has been done for a long time. Like they told him that they're going to that the Bengals are going to draft him. The deal's been done for a while.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, sure. And then people are like, another funny one I got. Yeah, man. Like, so my cousin's father's brother works works with the Bengals, works with the Bengals equipment, and they were told to make 3 jerseys out: Pitts, Sewell, and Chase. So one of those 3 guys are gonna be the picks. I'm like, yeah, sure.
Right.
Like,
Well, I agree with Jennifer here. When I saw Chase's shoes last night, I was pretty sold. But then he said that Joe had texted him last night and told him to pack his bag. So that was another good thing. So what do you think about it there, Blake? How do you like the first round?
Well, I think it was a great pick. You guys know that I was on Team Sewell at one point, and but I've always said that if it's Chase, it's going to get an A grade from me, same as Sewell would, and I gave it an A grade. And I think that I forget who said it earlier. I think it was Joe Goodberry, but he's absolutely right that if Tevin Jenkins is the pick here shortly at 38, I think that Jamar Chase grade will be bumped up to an A+. Because as I said earlier, I have Jamar Chase was my number 4 overall player, and Tevin Jenkins was number 17. So that would be a slam dunk first 2 rounds if they can get that done.
All right. So question is, what's the percentages I would give it as to Jenkins being there for the Bengals at 38? What Malik, you're pretty good at that. What do you got?
Yeah, as I said, I think you know more than I would.
I expect if Jenkins doesn't get drafted by the Jacksonville Jaguars right here at 33, I certainly think he's going to be there at pick 38. I don't think the Bengals are going to go that route though. So,
what do you think they're going to do?
I can't say, but I'm just not happy about it. So so I don't want to speak negatively. So I'll just say that buckle in. You guys will find you'll find this pick interesting. Hopefully they have a change of heart. So we'll see.
Well, I hope they do too, because I want an offensive lineman. Is who I want. But I mean,
it's an offensive lineman for sure. You're gonna get an offensive lineman, but you're
not getting
It's not that he's a bad prospect. I just think that's completely. I think they're completely overdrafting this guy.
It's a reach. Well, they've done that in the past. Look at Billy Price. So
so we'll see. I'm just like people were reaching out to me. That's why I just been staying off of Twitter.
You can't keep your thumbs quiet if you're on there, right? You have to say something.
I am borderline disgusted if they do this. So I would be borderline disgusted, to be quite honest with you. So I hope that this is the one time that Malik is wrong.
Well, that hasn't happened very often here, Malik. You've been right about a lot of stuff. So which is credit to you. That's why I follow you a lot. So if you guys haven't followed Malik or Blake, you guys should everybody should follow these.
Blake is awesome. I've known Blake for quite some time. But I think this is the first year we've actually done stuff where we're in the same vicinity in terms of videos and things of that nature. So it's pretty cool.
Exactly. Yeah, we were all on the first Civil War there with Ace and Zim. That was a blast. I like that. All right, let's see your list here, Blake. Let me pop that back up here. You put it out on Twitter last night.
I got I've been available.
Yeah, this is who you got: Telvin Jenkins, Landon Dixon, and Samuel Cosmer. I want one of the first 3.
Yeah.
So Go ahead, Malik.
No, I love what Blake did there. I think he has Liam Eichenberg a little too low, but
this isn't rankings. I was just
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just listed them. They're less. I mean, I
was gonna say, wow, he's low on Liam.
I actually am a little low on Eichenberg. So
let me ask you a question: who are you the lowest at on this list? Who's the one guy you're the lowest on? You can pull that up for us. Give us two guys you're low on. You're not
Walker
high.
Little, Trey Smith.
Okay.
Would be my low 2, and then my highs. I think Tevin Jenkins is number 1. I did put that he's ranked. Him at the top is a little, but I think number 2. I think it'd be a toss up between Cosme and Dickerson, and I also really like Jalen Mayfield. So,
how do you guys feel about Humphreys? There's a lot of people in chat putting his name out there. Where do you guys rank him at?
He's not too high on the list. I think, like I said, it's not ranked, but I think I would have Reduns and Christensen over Humphrey.
Okay.
What do you think about Jackson Carman?
I'm a fan. I like his versatility.
Yeah.
I think we were talking about. I don't know who I was talking to earlier. It might have just been one of my friends. We were talking about, if he would go here at 38. I wouldn't hate it. It would depend who's on the board. I think that if Cosme and Jenkins are on the board, I'd be a little, hesitant about it. But with him, I think he could be worth the 38 overall pick. It just depends who's on the board for me.
So what's the chances of you guys thinking they double down and go back-to-back O-line in the third round?
Like I said, Malik would know more about this stuff than me, I'm guessing. But
I was thrown for a loop, so
yes, I think.
Dude, you're killing me. You're killing me, Malik. I'm dying to get to the draft even more now. I want to see if I'm gonna be happy or upset or as frustrated as you are.
I'm sure. I just, again, I have no problem with the guy. I just think that for the players that are going to be on the board, I just think that for the guys that are going to be on the board, it's
it's a reach, and you don't.
I would draft Azeez Ojulari or any a pass rusher ahead of this guy.
Well, that was the thing that I was kind of curious about is if they would draft a. Oh, you're all right. If they would draft a pass rusher, because there is such there's not that many, and there was 3 of them, 4 of them taken in the first round yesterday.
Yeah.
That's the thing was kind of concerned about, that they might not take an offensive lineman, and they might take one of the best edge rushers left. That's kind of where I was thinking. It might be the surprise.
Yeah, This is just the one time I really don't have much. I just don't have much.
Oh my goodness!
I got about probably 30 to 40 Bengals fans upstairs right now, so they might be a little disappointed here soon.
Well, you'll be happy, right? Because you tend to like the person. So
there you go.
Yeah,
LeVar said. Oh, good. Like, no, I can say LeVar said he heard from a source that they like Eichenberg.
From your lips to God ears, I hope that's something that they do over this person. So I could justify that.
We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see. All right.
It should be interesting though.
We'll definitely find out. All right. What do you guys plead to? Oh, you're pleading the fifth. I thought she was asking something else. Yeah. Well, everybody's blowing the chat up about a certain person that you don't want to mention, but this is what everybody's. We're not saying that you said it, but this is what a lot of people are saying in the chat. So he rolls his eyes. Oh my goodness! But I got a question for you. What is with Chase? Let's get back to Chase. With Chase and Boyd and Higgins, do you guys automatically put them? I think they're automatically in the top 5 as far as the NFL wide receiver trios go right now. I know it's kind of a big jump since we only have 1 year of Higgins and Chase hasn't even played a game yet. But if you look at the numbers in the college and the weapons that we have, I think we have a top 5 receiving core right now. What do you guys think?
I think if they're as good as I think they'll be, Higgins and Chase, I think absolutely. I think that they're both phenomenal players. And one thing that I don't know if they'll do, but I would like to see another speed guy around 6, 7, something like that. Just get a little bit more speed in there. Just kind of after on tape, just get a little bit faster. Jamar Chase got him faster for sure, but I like to see just another rotational guy in the later rounds come in there. Maybe a Trey Walker or something.
What about Anthony Schwartz?
I'm an Anthony Schwartz fan.
Yeah,
that would be a great pick. I have a couple names I think of: Schwartz, Jalen Darden. Not sure where he'll go. Frank Darby, Trey Walker, guys like that.
Mm-hmm.
They won't be getting a ton of snaps, but the rotational guys, you can bring them in. They can get a little bit more speed. But yeah, I like the way the team's looking right now. Really young offense, but they have potential to be one of the best in the league. I definitely think so.
Yeah, I think that it's a great pick and it's a great future. The question I have, I guess, is Malik's kind of hinted around at what might happen at the the next pick. But do you guys think they'll double down offensive line, or will be what are they going to do in the next one?
I think if a can't miss prospect is there in the third in terms of the offensive line position, they'll probably double down. But I think that if they don't, it is a prime spot for a defensive line player.
Exactly. I'm trying to. So pardon the punctuation. Say Jeffy's back. I don't know what you're. I'm not sure who's back. Malik. I don't know what you guys mean by that. So yeah. So we got probably offensive line in the next round. When do you think they're going to get an edge? That's the one thing. That's where I'm like, I don't know if they can actually fill that need in this draft.
Third or fourth for sure. They'll definitely do it. I just got to ask Blake, because you're a respected draft mind, and I certainly respect the work you do. I got to ask you, what is like? We can't pass on Tevin Jenkins, right? That's not something that should ever happen, right? Like that shouldn't happen, right? Okay.
No, it's.
Right.
I mean, I can't believe that he's made it this far. Let alone if he would make it another couple picks to 38.
He shouldn't be there. He should not be there. And Jeff, he really shouldn't. He really shouldn't be here. The guy is a phenomenal player. He literally plays the position of what? Right tackle.
Right.
It's what we need. Position. Right.
Right.
And
exactly.
he could play guard. He could stop. He could, for his first year, maybe 2 years, play guard. He can do this. This is something that he can actually do right away. So, I don't know.
Well, hopefully Jacksonville will pass up on him, because I'll be surprised if he gets past Jacksonville. To be honest,
I just saw a tweet, I think, that said Jacksonville is targeting Barmore.
Really?
That's what I assumed. It made sense. I thought they would either go Azeez Ojulari or him to pair with Josh Allen, because Josh Allen certainly needs another body on that defensive line.
Right.
I think that right now the best end of tonight would be Tevin Jenkins coming up here soon, and then I don't know if he would make it this far, but Milton Williams in the third round. I'm a big Milton Williams fan. If they get both of those picks done, and everyone goes to bed tonight, and the three Bengals players that have been picked are Jamar Chase, Tevin Jenkins, and Milton Williams. I have first-round grades in all three of those guys. That would be phenomenal. But I don't know how long Milton Williams will make it. Don't even know that Tevin Jenkins will make it to 38. So,
well, I got a question. How shocked were you guys that Leatherwood went as high as he did?
Extremely.
I thought he might be a late first round. I thought there's a chance. It says 50-50 that he could drop to the second round for the Bengals, but for Oakland to take him there, I thought that was a pretty big reach. And from what I've heard, there's dissension in the Las Vegas Raiders now because of that pick. So that was one that shocked me last night. What other picks besides that one shocked you guys last night?
The Giants pick.
Yeah. Well,
Kadarius Toney.
What Fields? What about Denver passing up Fields?
I mean,
dude, they need a quarterback.
I still believe in Drew Lock. I think Drew Lock has gotten I could be biased too, because I speak with Shelby Harris and stuff like that, and I know he's a big Drew Lock believer. I still like to think that Drew Lock has something to prove that he hasn't proved just yet. So I want to give him one more year, one more opportunity. But that might come back to hurt Denver. Passing up on Justin Fields. But the Giants. I feel like the Giants absolutely fumbled with that pick. I also think that the Cowboys fumbled.
Well, they went and got another wide receiver when they just signed Galladay. I'm like, why did they? I don't understand why they doubled down on that. That wasn't their need, in my opinion, anyway. You went out and spent all that money on Galladay, and then you got in the first round, you get another wide receiver. So I'm with you on that. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
I just think that offensive line was just staring them right in the face.
Right.
And
what about the Steelers? They picked the running back from Alabama, and everybody's like, oh my goodness, we're going to have to face him. They lost their center and a tackle. I mean, their offensive line is worse shape than ours is, and everybody gives us crap for drafting Chase.
I will say this, that and this isn't me being facetious or being petty about any of this. The Steelers tend to draft offensive line better than we do.
Yeah. I mean,
and they tend to find these diamonds in the rough in like the 5th round and the 6th round and all the time. It's kind of crazy how they always find offensive line prospects. And I wouldn't put it out of the question that they're probably. I wouldn't be surprised if the Steelers, were able to grab. If the Bengals trade back and they take the guy Malik is talking about, would Malik approve of that? Yes.
If they trade back, and that because
Yes.
that's one rumor I have heard about. And
Yeah.
the Bengals have been known for trading back in this round. So
I was saying I think the Steelers. It wouldn't shock me if the Steelers were able to grab a Quinn Miners, or they grab somebody like that. I just think that I think they're going to wind up drafting an offensive lineman in this round. It's just a matter of who.
Well, there's so many, so that's I mean that's. And that was the biggest thing that I kept saying about, drafting Chase instead of Sewell. And I was kind of surprised Sewell went as far down as he did. He went to Detroit,
right?
So, which is not. I mean, that's a great pick for Detroit. I think Sewell's going to be a very good offensive lineman. I was just kind of surprised. Yeah, I was kind of surprised how far he actually did drop. And in Miami, they needed their offensive lineman, and they took a wide receiver. So it just cracks me up that the Bengals seem like they get the most hate from the national media because we didn't take an offensive lineman. But I can just name 2 teams that needed offensive line help.
Did the exact same thing.
Right. And nobody, that's a great pick. That would be awesome. Like, wait, what's the difference?
We did the exact same thing, right?
Right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, so all right, we got round 2 and 3 tonight. So then you followed up on Saturday to end the draft. Do you think that the Bengals will pick get one of the kickers, either the guy from Florida or the guy from Miami, because we need a kicker. I know everybody keeps like, why are you worried about a kicker? Like, we need a kicker, and there's 2 good ones in there.
I'll let Blake answer that.
Yeah, Blake.
I don't know if they will, but I would take Evan McPherson from Florida. That would be my personal pick if it was up to me. Like I said, I don't know what they'll do if they'll take one. I would like to see them take a kicker. There's a couple pretty solid ones in this draft. So in the 6th round, I think it would have to be a 6th rounder probably. Maybe that second one on Evan McPherson. I think it would be a good pick.
Yeah, you also got the what's my man name?
Miami.
Yeah.
Jose Morales or something.
Morales, yeah. So I could certainly see that happening. I could certainly see, but I actually don't think the Bengals will have to. I think that they're going to have. This is the most desirable place for a kicker.
Really?
You look around the league. I mean, you're an undrafted free agent kicker, right? You get to pick any team in the league. Why not pick the Cincinnati Bengals? Who's your competition? Austin Seibert.
True. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
it's not even his job to lose. No, he's just there.
Exactly.
He's just there. So honestly, if I'm a free agent kicker, let's say Borregales and McPherson both go undrafted. I would sign. If I was both of them, I would sign with the Cincinnati Bengals and have a competition. One of these guys got to win the job. One of these guys got to win the job.
Right.
I just don't think. I don't see any other team going out saying, you know what, we're going to draft kicker. I don't see any other team doing that.
Yeah,
because everybody's team is set.
Yeah, and that's the thing that I'll be extremely happy if the Bengals can get all of their needs in this draft. If they get the offensive line, they get the wide receiver, they get the edge, and they get a kicker. Because to me, those are all the glaring needs. And to me, the way they did the free agency in the offseason, it's set up to the draft. That's what they're trying to draft. I don't really think they're hiding it from anybody. So now we'll see what happens tonight. And it's the Bengals. They could always do something weird on us, but we'll find out at 7:00 tonight. So
Milton Williams is the guy that I really want the Bengals to grab.
That would be nice. I'll take it. Well, I'll put it this way: whenever they draft tonight, if they don't trade back, or if they draft at 38 and they stick with it, and they draft the person I think you're saying, I might text you or SMS you. Is that the guy you're talking about? just to see.
I know Blake probably thinks, Malik, you're being hard on him, and I probably am. But
So why do you not like him so much? I'll just put it that way. Why would
it's not that I don't like him. I just think that there will be better players on the board. Can't miss prospects on the board, and I think that this guy is going to be available in the 3rd round, in the 4th round. If you really want this guy, he will be available.
I'm about 99% sure I know who you're talking about, and if it's who I think it is, I think he'll be available later. Trade back will be fine. I do like him. I like his versatility a bit. I like that you can kick him inside for a little bit, a couple years, because you got Reef right now, or maybe leave him out there and put Reef in. But like you said, I like him as a prospect. I don't like taking him if Tevin Jenkins or Sam Cosmi's on the
exactly.
That's what I don't like.
Right. So basically, which if they trade back and they take this person, we're all good with it. If they
Yes.
don't, we're all going to be very disappointed. But the Bengals, like I said, in their past, this is the round that they trade back. You know, they trade back. They got a Sample, which, but they got Bates in that year. So I mean, those are the trade backs that they've done, and it's worked out most of the time for them. So we'll see what happens. But I know it's 6:06, and Malik, you got to get out of here.
Yes,
so,
sir.
I appreciate you coming on the show.
I appreciate you having me. Blake, DM me, my man. We'll talk during the draft because I know that I'm going to be like, you know what I mean? Like this is going to be one of those things. But Jeff, text me as well, my man. So we can definitely talk.
Hey, real quick, tell everybody where they can find you and your Twitter and all that stuff.
Sure. Find me on Twitter, Wright Report, WRIGHT, 2 T's, because the guy that has the name Wright Report is blocked for some reason. So I can't pay him a large sum of money to give up their name. So
there you go.
So
all right, brother. Appreciate
you guys. Take care.
Take it easy.
Enjoy the draft. See ya.
Thanks, brother. See ya. All right, Blake, it's just you and me. So he has got me very, 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 very curious of who he's talking about. So let's go back to what you posted last night. Who do you think it is out of this list? Is that guy on this list that you think he's talking about?
Yes.
Is he? Let's hear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is he like 6 down?
He's in the top. I don't want to give it away. He's in
Right.
the top 8.
Top 8. There you go.
Yeah,
that's close enough. The suspense is killing me.
Yeah.
But I mean, I like if they do trade back, which I really do think that's a possibility because they are known for doing that, and they get another 3rd round pick, and they are able to draft an offensive lineman. I don't think it's going to be bad, but if Jenkins is sitting there, I don't care who, they got to take him. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I mean the last after probably around 15 in my head, I'm like every pick I'd be like, is Jenkins there? Is Jenkins there?
Right.
And hoping, or like seeing if it wasn't Jenkins. So when we got to the last pick of the round, I think it was Joe Tryon for Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, Tevin Jenkins is there. He has to be the pick if he's
Right.
there. 38. And I've been on this guy for a while. I had him as my 4th overall offensive tackle for most of the offseason. I had Sewell, then Slater, then Darisol, then Jenkins. And here recently I've been flirting with the idea of putting Jenkins ahead of Darisol.
Right.
And so Jenkins is my 17th overall player. I had great tackle. I think it would be a slam dunk pick if he's there.
Well, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, that was about it.
Okay. Well, I was just say Adam says, or Andy says, why trade back if Jenkins is there? Well, I personally, if Jenkins is, I think the Bengals think that he's not getting past Jacksonville. And I think that too. I hope not. So that's where I think they don't think he's going to get past that. That's why they kind of switched their thinking. And, because if the guy you have listed there isn't going to be there, you got to have a plan A, plan B, plan C. So hopefully Jacksonville, did you say Jacksonville likes somebody else better, you thought?
Christian Barmore. If I had to guess right now, I think he would be the pick at 33.
If he's there, if they do that, that's awesome. And we can hopefully because they're picking the Eagles and the Bengals are flipping this round, right?
Yeah,
I think that's right. Yeah.
Just looking behind me, I got
so the Eagles we're one pick back than we were in the first round last night. Mm. So I mean, it's going to be interesting what's going to happen. This is what I love about the draft. This is what I love about talking about, especially getting guys like you and Malik who are way into this way more than I am. I follow it as much as I can. I do not know the numbers. I don't know the players as well as you guys do. I can go about three deep, and then
I'm struggling here.
Sorry. It's a phone. They don't like to stay on their stands.
I wasn't very well prepared.
I know. Hey, I sprung this on you today. I appreciate you coming on, though.
I wanted to come on. I just didn't know if I'd be able to. That was a problem, but I made it through. So
it's all worked out good. All right, let's see here. Okay, good questions here. Let's see, Brandon. Hopefully the Dolphins take Carmen and we can take Jenkins. Yes, that's what I'm hoping. If you guys got any other questions for Blake in the chat, go ahead and hit me up here. Let's see. Stupid move. Don't take Jenkins. NFL Network is showing Bengals love. That's good. Oh my gosh, don't do that. Right. It's pretty much all. All right. There's let's bring in. Also, remember, even if we don't draft a lineman, we have Pollock, not Turner. We would be good.
I agree with that.
I agree with that, but they're drafted a lineman. I mean, they're drafted a lineman. I think they're drafted 2 in this draft. I mean, I don't see how they can't.
So if it's not the lineman that the fans want,
Right.
hope that's the last time. But
Hopefully.
if it's not the lineman that the fans want, I think that Pollock he's going to make them better than what we think they are right now.
Mm-hmm.
Pollock is a fantastic offensive line coach. Now, if it were still Jim Turner and who Malik hinted at, I'd be a little concerned. I'd be like, that's probably not a real good pick. But
right.
With like I said though, the thing that would make it not a bad pick, I wouldn't like it as much, is that if Jenkins is on the board or Cosme or somebody like that, and they took him, wouldn't be I would be more mad at that than I would at the pick. And then, but like that comment said, Frank Pollock's there. I think that he can kind of. I think he's a big help. I don't think he's been talked about enough in terms of like, right behind the NFL Network, all those.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that they kind of take that into account when they're talking about the Bengals offensive line because he's going to be a massive help.
Oh, he's definitely an upgrade here. Josh wants to know where do you have Ben Cleveland ranked?
Ooh, he was 51, I think, in my last. So, 3rd round would be a steal.
I think, yeah, and the way it's been going, there's a chance that he could be there. Actually, I think in a couple of my mock drafts, he actually ended up 3rd round that I had him in.
Yeah.
So that is.
I had him kind of low for a while. I had him like 80 at one point, and then my last big board, I had him moved all the way up to 51. So I like him. He's a good prospect. If he's there in the 3rd round, it'd be a great pick, and according to my board. But
right.
But yeah, I would like that pick. 2nd round, would have to take a pretty good trade back.
Yeah, I agree. Especially, I guess you keep saying, especially if Jenkins is there, I don't see how they trade out of that. That would just be I don't know. If Jenkins is there and they trade back, I am not going to be happy. I will tell you that right now. I will not be happy at all. So, how did you get started doing this, and where can people find you at?
Oh, I got let me think. It was probably about 2 years ago now because this is my 2nd draft I've covered. I don't know. It's just kind of I was in college, didn't know what I wanted to do, and then I was like, well, I know a lot about football, so I just gave it a shot. So and here we are. So
there you go.
Yeah. So now I'm real into the draft, which that was kind of my thing that I wanted to do from the very start. I wanted to cover the Bengals, but I've always been a big fan of the draft. So that's kind of what I'm doing, Bengals and draft. So it's pretty good.
There you go. Tell everybody your Twitter handle so we can up your followers here.
Yeah, you can find me at Blake Jewell NFL on Twitter, and that'll be it.
There you go. Royal Flush says, so which offensive linemen don't fit the Bengals schematically, in your opinion?
I'm not a massive fan of Creed Humphrey's fit. Let me think here. Who's available? I do like Jenkins. I think he would be a really great fit. Carmen would be a solid fit because I think he's a little more versatile. He can bump in the guard too. Mm-hmm. I'm not a huge fan of Eichenberg. I think that his arm length scares me a little bit. I think with shorter arms, I also think he's like deadlocked at tackle. I don't know that he can move in the guard.
Ooh.
So he's scared.
Well, that's the thing too. Is which I think when Bengals have flexibility, if they draft a guy who is a tackle and can't play guard, well, Reef can. So that's where I think that's why I think this Reef signing was so big and bigger than people give him credit for.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Got another question here. Is Walker Little is he be gone in the 3rd round? What's your opinion on that?
I think he will. Like I said earlier, I'm not a huge fan of it. Like I had him lower, but 3rd round wouldn't be bad for him. But
I'll be all over it.
I think he's going in the 2nd round. I think he'll go here shortly.
Yeah, that's the thing is that I think there is going to be a chance there's going to be a well, they said there could be a run on Lyman in the first round. It didn't happen. I do think there is going to be a run on Lyman eventually in this draft, and I think there's a good chance it might happen in the second round.
I think the teams that that didn't take offensive line the first round. I think, the Bengals might start it taking the first offensive lineman, but I think the floodgates are going to open. I think that a bunch of teams are going to start taking linemen here.
Well, we mentioned we got the Bengals, you got the Squealers, you got the Dolphins. All three of them passed up on potential, offensive linemen, and they need offensive linemen. So that's that's a very good chance that it's going to happen eventually. They're going to have a run on them, and hopefully the run's not too big that the Bengals miss out on somebody in the third round. But if there's a run on offensive lineman, then does that mean an edge would drop to the third, which would help the Bengals out too? So who's your top edge rushers that are left in the draft right now?
Well, first of all, I know he's not an edge rusher, but Milton Williams is probably my number one defensive player available, except for Azeez Al-Julari. I definitely have Azeez ahead of him, actually. And then,
my Georgia fan loves you already. You mentioned his.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know how he's still there. He was my edge one, but he would be a great pick at 38 if they think they can get another lineman. But in the third round, I really like Patrick Jones out of Pittsburgh. Rashad Weaver also out of Pittsburgh. You got Shakatoni from Penn State. There's just a bunch of good edge rushers that went to college in Pittsburgh. So I think there's like 3 or 4 of them left. So then trying to think off the top of my head, third round here, because I had Peyton Turner in the third round for a while. He went last night. I had Joe Tryon there. He went last night. So kind of struggling a little bit to remember who's on the board. Because all my focus today has been offensive line.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I know that's the way I am too. I'm like, I'm just trying to figure out who they're going to take tonight. Blake or House wants to know, what do you think of Janarius Robinson in late rounds?
I like Janarius Robinson. It would have to be in the later rounds. There's actually a lot of guys this year that I kind of think are pretty underrated in the later rounds. Robinson, Chris Rumpf from Duke. I like him a lot. William Bradley King, Malcolm Kuntz. And then there's like receivers, Trey Walker. I just think there's some underrated guys that you can find in round 6 or 7. They aren't going to be superstars, but they're going to be able to contribute eventually. So I think that there's plenty of guys like that later in the draft.
I honestly think this might be one of the most talented drafts we've had, just from top to bottom. There's not a lot of weak spots in this draft.
It just so happens that, like, the best, in my opinion, the top 4 classes, I think I had quarterbacks were up there because of the top ones. And then I really like the offensive tackle class. I really like the edge rusher class. And I really like the receiver class. And those 3 are all Bengals needs.
Right, exactly. That's why
they lucked out this year. There's going to be a lot of good players available at positions of need today.
Yeah, we can turn this thing around pretty quick as long as the Bengals don't screw it up. All right, I got a question here from Royal Flush. If Carl Basham slips to the third round and Milton Williams is there, which one do the Bengals take?
They take Milton Williams. I think that they're very high on Milton Williams. I am as well. I think Milton Williams. I really do like Carlos Basham, though. It's not really a knock on him, but it's just how highly I think of Milton Williams. And I also think the Bengals are really high on Milton Williams. So I think that if Milton Williams is available in the third round, I don't really know who else the Bengals would take. I see him. I don't know, but I'm assuming he's pretty high on their board. He's definitely high on mine. He would be a slam dunk pick in the third round.
All right, Josh wants to know about Ronnie Perkins. What's your rate on him?
That's the one I couldn't think of. Ronnie Perkins.
There you go.
I do like Ronnie Perkins. I'm thinking he'll go in the second, but I'm not too sure on that. If he's there in the third, he'd be a good pick too. I am a fan of Ronnie Perkins. I think I had a second round grade on him. I'm a fan of Perkins as well.
So basically what we're saying is there's lots of talent out there, and the Bengals are going to have a great chance to fill multiple needs here in these next 2 rounds tonight, and it's going to be very interesting to watch it. I really, for some reason, the more we talk, the way Malik was talking, I have a feeling that they're going to trade. If Williams is not there, I got a feeling they're going to trade back. That's just my gut I'm getting right now. I don't know. What do you got a feel for this, or what is your
in the second round?
Yeah, so trade back in the second round, pick up another third round.
I don't know if there's just a lot of good players that probably shouldn't be there.
Right.
So I unless they would get a lot for it, I would stay and take one of those players that probably have first round grades for.
Mm-hmm.
But I could see them trading back a little bit and maybe going after Milton Williams in the second round if they think he won't be there in the third. But I like Malik said, I do really think it's going to be a lineman.
I think, I'm just saying if it's not Telvin Jenkins, I don't know. I could see them. I think my gut says that's the guy they want. And if he's not there, look, if he gets past Jacksonville, I'm going to be jumping up and down. I'll be ecstatic because that's where I think we have a very good chance of him dropping to us then. But but I think it's a big if. But hey, you know more than I do. You say Basham is more of what Jacksonville wants. I'm just a fan. You study this stuff, so
yeah. I'm pretty confident that they're going to go Christian Barmore at 33.
Or Barmore, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of thought that last night. I was like, they might take Barmore, and then I don't know who tweeted it. It was a serious account because I got the notification, but it wasn't like a rumor. But
right.
It said that they're dialing in or something on Christian Barmore at pick 33. So I think that sounds like the pick. I think that they'll go Barmore, and then I think there's a pretty good chance if they go Barmore that Jenkins is there.
Dude, that would be phenomenal. I'll be as excited about that as I was last night. Them drafting Chase. Now, whenever I retweet anything, it's either you or it's Malik when it comes to draft stuff. So I follow you guys a ton because you guys are in the know, especially when it comes to Bengals news. And I like following the local guys more than I do the national guys. 'Cause I think the national guys try to bash on us too much. I think you guys are more in tune to what is going on around here.
Yeah, I think that, the national people, they know what they're looking for, but at the same time, they're keeping track of 32 teams.
Right. Yes.
And, I cover the Bengals. I watch more than one team. I watch a lot of games, but I watch every Bengals game. I hear all the Bengals rumors, stuff like that. So I think that, the local guys know more about what's going on with the team.
Exactly.
And I think they have a better idea of their needs and everything than the guys that are covering 32 teams. And so
exactly.
I think that local guys just have a better feel for what's going on with the Bengals.
Exactly. That's why I try to get all you guys on it because you know more than I do. All right. Dallas wants to know what about Wyatt Davis? Is he dropping? Will Wyatt Davis drop to the third? Because when the season ended, people were saying he was the best guard in the draft. Now, I don't hear his name that much, to be honest. What's your grade on him?
I can't remember where I had him. I had a second round grade on him, I think, early second round, 30, 34, 35, somewhere in there. I think he would be a fine pick at 38. I don't really see him falling to the third round. I think that he's gonna be one of the linemen that get taken when this run happens.
Yeah. Like I said, I do think a run is happening. It's probably, like you said, it could happen with the Bengals when hopefully they take Telvin Jenkins. I got another question here. Whatever happened to Sean Waddle?
Or Sean Wade?
Sean Wade. Sorry, I can't read.
Yeah. He had a rough year last year. I think he'll be fine if he's not an outside corner. I think if he's in the slot or at safety, I think he'll be fine. I don't really see him going to the fourth round unless the team remembers they have higher stock in how good he was when he was a slot corner and decides to take him in the third round, because he was probably going to be a first-round pick if Ohio State didn't move him to outside. So he's good in the slot. He just got exposed last year playing outside. Yeah,
he was playing out of position the entire time. That's where people. If anybody I think he's getting drafted. They're going to get a really good good receiver there. Now, just to let everybody know, Blake came on in the last minute, so that's why he keeps saying he's doing all this by memory. So just to let you guys know, he doesn't have anything written down. So the dude knows what he's talking about. That's why he's like, I got it written down, but I don't have it in front of me. So just
my phone keeps falling. And there it goes.
There you go. Yep.
I got it balanced on a table with something there. I'm trying to.
That's all right, man. Hey, trust me, it's a live YouTube show, dude. I've gotten knocked off my own show before because my internet is sucked before, so it's happened on here before. Yeah. All right, man. Well, it's about 6:26. I don't think I'm gonna let you roll, but I appreciate you coming on the show.
No
and we'll have to do this again sometime. Maybe sometime next week after the draft, I can get you on and you'll be a little more prepared to me springing on you.
I'll get a way to hold my phone up, or maybe I'll get a laptop or something. I'll be better prepared.
That sounds good, Blake. All right, man. I appreciate you. And make sure you guys go follow him. Give the Twitter handle out again real quick for you.
Blake Jewell NFL.
There you go. All right, Blake. Take it easy, man.
Thanks for having me on.
No problem. Thank you. Take it easy. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. There's a lot of those guys know more about it than I do. You know, that's why I have them on the show because, like I said, they live and breathe that stuff. And I think it's going to be very interesting to see what happens tonight. Malik might almost dropped a Malik bomb, but he didn't really say it. So we will see what happens tonight. I can't wait. The draft starts here in a little over half hour. So I'm going to get the hell out of here so I can go watch it. But that brings me to the Facebook groups that let me live stream, and I appreciate every single one of them. Houday Nation, like I said, great. I always say this, great Bengals group. Go check them out. Cincinnati Reds, riding third, heading for home. Actually, the Reds will be starting here in a half hour, so I might be flipped back and forth between the Reds and the draft. Bearcat Country. Bearcats are going to be fine. You got a great coach. You're getting new assistant coaches. Might take a little while for us to get there, but check out Bearcat Country if you guys are a fan of the Bearcats. The Ohio State Bucknuts. That's for my boy Jeremy, not known as Dimebag Dean. And the Ice Bar. It's the show page. It's a virtual bar. Go there and hang out. Have fun. You can follow me on all my social media platforms. All of them under Sports with Strawberry Ice on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. On Facebook, I have 1,036 likes. I have 1,128 followers. Followers on Twitter, you can follow me at Jeff A. Trennepohl. That's TRENNEPOHL, or just look up Sports with Strawberry Ice. It should pop up. I have 472 followers. Blake and Malik both have a lot more than I do. I'll be pulling a sound off later on tonight. If you can't sit there and watch us for an hour, you can listen to it. I'm on Podbean. Get it right this time. Spotify, Apple Podcast, Apple Pods, iTunes, pretty much wherever you get your podcast. YouTubers, like I said, we're at 1,050. I think it's like 1,055, something like that. That is awesome. I appreciate you guys. I love it that you like watching what I'm doing and support what I'm doing. I really do greatly appreciate it. And other than that, as Jeremy, not known as Dimebag Dean, would always say, remember one thing and one thing only, and that is you don't live in Cleveland, you live in Cincinnati, so act like it. Houday, let's get a good offensive lineman. I want Jenkins. And that's your sports, baby. See ya!